is.
That means people tried to get on and they wouldn't have been able to do it.
No, they would have been
waiting in a
notified.
queue.
Yeah,
So once we popped on, then they just would have seen everything.
we're live now.
But the chat box doesn't come up, so you just have to look.
It's right here. It's right here.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our
So nobody else is
January
online.
Parent Association meeting. We're so excited you came this morning. Thank you. And thanks for traveling the distance to avoid the progress that we're making out in the library. And we've got a very exciting year coming up for you guys. And I know this morning Rabbi Popek wanted to kick off starting to talk about some of the things coming up. But since he's not here, I think I'll do it for him. Mitzvah Day is on January 15th. And I don't know if everybody knows what that is, but we all go out to Bellaterra and the kids come. All the grades, the elementary school come out and they speak about the mitzvahs that they've been doing over the last few months, about the fundraisers that they've been doing, the toys that they've been collecting, things that they've been doing for the community. And it's a beautiful event. You feel so proud of your little babushkas all sitting there waiting to have their turn to go up and speak in Huntington Beach, Bellaterra. It's really a beautiful event, so I encourage all of you to come. And so that's this week, this Thursday, right? And is it at 1 o'clock? I can't remember now.
Well, that's
11.
I think the notice said 12 to 1.
Is it 12 to 1? So 12 to 1, or maybe double check. And coming up after that, Rabbi Popek will be having Grandparents' Day, which is on Tu B'Shvat. It is a beautiful event. If you haven't ever been to a Grandparents' Day, it really is an amazing event. I will always remember my in-laws when they came to Grandparents' Day. My father-in-law was like moved to tears to see what the kids are doing here at the school. He had been so removed from his community of being a kid in a Jewish community that he was just shocked and moved to tears to see that our kids are having this experience. So if you have a grandparent, please invite them to come for your child. And if you don't have a grandparent, you can bring a special someone. It can be an aunt, an uncle, a neighbor. So please, we encourage you to come to Grandparents' Day. I believe because it is such a packed full house, we only take the grandparents. The parents, even though we would love to have all the parents come, I don't think there's enough room for the parents, exactly. So, but we have room for all the grandparents and the special someone with the kids. So we're excited about that. And then Purim this year is March 5th. I know Rabbi Newman is going to talk about Purim. So since Rabbi Popek isn't here, I'm not too sure exactly what his plan is for Purim, but he does have a bring a friend to school. Oh, he is? Oh gosh, I just took all his stuff. Well, he can cover. He'll cover after me. Okay, so I'll wait then on the rest. I know Mrs. Schneider would like to say something because she has class in a few minutes, right? So here's Rachel Schneider. I'm gonna let her go.
Good morning, everybody. How are you today?
Good, thanks.
Very good. Just wanted to give you some quick updates on what's going on with our upper school right now. First and foremost, our middle school presentations are coming up. You'll be receiving an invitation to those. That's happening on January 29th and 30th. We're asking parents to bring a friend to help show off our middle school program and what we're doing, and potentially have people from the community see what's going on and use this as an opportunity to do some networking and engage people in the work that we're doing. We're also shifting up the middle school schedule just a little bit to accommodate the work that the kids are doing. It's something we talked about at the beginning of the year, but we're really utilizing all the resources that we have available to us in terms of time. And so the kids are experiencing a shift in their schedule that kind of helps, solidify the importance of the work that we're doing so that they have the time in school to really collaborate and work hard on the project so they're not feeling that overwhelming pressure at home with extra homework and an opportunity to really focus their attention while they're here. Finals week is also coming up for our high school students, just to keep you apprised. That schedule is also going out this week, but for those of you that have students in the high school, finals will take place during that week that we return from the Martin Luther King holiday. Tuesday will be a regular day, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be final exams in the morning, regular school abbreviated periods in the afternoon. And then on Friday for our high schoolers, there will be a 12 o'clock release. Middle schoolers and the rest of the elementary school will stay until the regular 2 o'clock release. So if your high schoolers say they're coming home early on Friday, they are in fact coming home early. So I'd love for anyone and everyone here who, whether you have middle schoolers or we're going to be inviting 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade parents to come to the middle school showcase so that you can get a preview of what your kids will be experiencing. And if you have any questions about the schedule or the program, please feel free to contact me or Marjan Jahanfard, who is our math department chair, if you have questions about math and science, and then I can field English and social studies questions. So anything for me that you need resolved or answered at this point in time? If not, have a wonderful rest of your day and month, and we look forward to starting the second semester last week of January. For a good start. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you also for coming. Appreciate it. Okay, Rabbi Popek, I touched on some of your subjects. I apologize, but I would like you to come up and do it justice.
I'm sure Carrie started. I'm sure she presented it well. So Mitzvah Day, we're having a Mitzvah Day on Thursday. And for those who have not attended or not familiar with it, every class takes on another project. Kindergarten, as an example, the kindergarten class will be collecting used books, and they're going to be donating them to an organization called Bookends, and they get it to children who don't have the opportunity to have books. And, first grade will be doing a toy drive for Miller's and so on. And there was an email that was sent out with all the mitzvahs to all the classes last week. And your children can tell you what mitzvah they are participating in. And we'll be launching these mitzvah projects on Thursday at Bella Terra. It's an hour-long program, and it's really, really beautiful. They go out in the public and they talk about goodness that they are promoting in the community, and this is what we're all about. So it's a representation of who we are. We do it on the outside. It's a subtle message, but we want the children to understand that to be a difference maker, it's not just for your insular community. It's making a difference in the world. So we do it in Bella Terra, and it's also a very powerful message for the community, where there's so much going on that's not so positive in the world, and to have children get out and present beautiful mitzvah projects that they're doing in the community, it's very, very positive and inspiring. And so we hope that all of you can attend and participate. And if you aren't able to be there on the day, we hope that you could certainly participate in the actual mitzvah and promote it amongst the families and the classes. And in so doing, we'll have much to be proud of. And so that's, yes.
What kind of security precautions are we taking?
Very good, thank you. First of all, the mall has their own, but we have our security people that are going to be undercover. And then I have some friends that are in security that they'll be there as well. So in addition to whatever the mall has, we have our own personal, and then I have some friends that are coming.
All security.
All security.
Wouldn't count on them.
Sorry?
That wouldn't count on the mall security.
Yeah, no, that was the first thing. Safety and security is a priority always. That's the first thing we think about when we do something.
Rabbi, was it 12 to 1?
12 to 1 at the Bella Terra Mall. Yeah. On February 4th, did you talk about Grandparents' Day, Carrie?
I did.
Awesome. And that's really a special day for our grandparents and really for our children. If you're a third grader, fourth grader, or fifth grader, and your grandparents come to spend a couple hours with you at school, how awesome does that make you feel? What does that tell you about your education? And that's just from the grandkids' perspective. How about from the grandparents' perspective, the connection that they have with their grandkids? It is so powerful. For parents who don't have for children who don't have grandchildren here, there are seniors that come in. Many of our children go to shul and they sit next to someone who's a grandparent or someone who doesn't have children. What an opportunity it is for that friend to come and spend time with that kid in school for those couple hours. It's very, very powerful. And aside for that, it's a community builder, and that's really, really special. So that's for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. This year, there is talk about expanding it, and we'll continue the conversation at a later date. But for this year, it's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And if you are able to, if you have a child in those grades, and you are able to get your parents here, it's a wonderful, wonderful day. I know my dad's coming in from Colorado, so he tries to make a point of coming every year when he's able to. It's very, very special for him. So if you have parents that it's February 4th. You have a couple weeks to plan.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you say it's only for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade?
Yeah, we were limited for
Okay,
space.
okay, so it's not school-wide?
It's not school,
That's
not yet.
Okay, I didn't
Hopefully.
get the memo.
Okay, are there any questions about the elementary program in general, Judaic program, all good? Excellent. Thank you for what you do, and I want to just once again reinforce what was said over and over and over again, is that the school's growth and success is heavily connected with our parents, with you. When we have parents that are engaged, and I've seen this over the years, and big kudos to Carrie for really building the muscle, as you referred to. It is a village.
Speaking of village.
But when we come together and we have parent involvement, amazing things happen. And so we count on you, and we are very grateful to have you on board and to help make our school what it is. And together, we are going to have continuous. It's going to be, we're a work in progress, and we're going to continue to get better every single day. And we thank you for everything. Thank you.
Rabbi Newman?
Thank you very much. So nice to see everybody here. Today's a very, very special day. A lot of people remember 1982, which is 33 years ago. The chief rabbi of Israel came to visit our school, Rabbi Mordechai Eliyahu. People that were there still remember when he came, and it was really a very special event. It's something that kids remember for a lifetime. And we're very blessed to be able to have the chief rabbi, Rabbi David Lau, to come here, and he's going to be speaking he's going to come in, he's going to be speaking to the children, and to the whole school, and then he's going to go into the upper school, who'll have a good knowledge of Hebrew language, and they're going to be, he's going to be greeted in the main event by a student who's going to greet him in Hebrew, and then he's in the upper school, which they have a knowledge, and the questions are probably going to be, I hope, are going to be on a deeper level with the young kids. They're going to be able to hear more about Israel and about the chief rabbi and about the challenges in Israel, maybe about what happened in France, because he's well aware of that as well. So today's a very special day. It's coming at 11 o'clock. We do have added security here. Those of you who came in the morning saw the Huntington Beach Police. That's interesting. The property is in Huntington Beach. I keep on saying this. The other side of the street is Westminster, right? So he said to me, how many people just run through that stop sign that's on Maple going into Willow? He says, it's good for them that happened in Westminster. He can't give a ticket in Westminster because he's the other side of the street in Huntington Beach. One of the people that he did, he followed them with some of the swim people. He followed them right in with his lights thing, went into our parking lot. If he catches in the parking lot, even if they do it somewhere else, he didn't give him a ticket. It's okay. So let me go through a bunch of stuff that's here. First of all, what the elephant that's in the room, which is the project that we're doing. This project is thanks to the auction and to the funds that we raised during the auction, and it's going to be really a big enhancement for our library. And that is that you can see the gateway that's going up in our south parking lot. We're going to expand the parking lot, and this is all going to be a beautiful patio with an entrance to this room, right? But also an entrance to the library. We're going to have a door going to the library where the kids can take their books and go to the outside and read. We're in California. Might as well take full advantage of the outside. so they can go out to the outside, and it's gonna be behind a block wall, so the security is there. So now we have a block wall all the way through the school, out through the south, and so we feel that that's good protection for our students within the school. So that's this project. Patio, this is stage one. So this is the stage where you're coming from the outside in. Stage two is going to be coming from the school into this area to enhance that. That's going to take a little more time and some more funds, but we're excited about this project. It actually, it's easier to build new than remodel. So there's a lot of heights, there's a lot of levels that we have to deal with here. So coming in, there's not even going to be a step. It's one step up. Now it's two, it's going to be one step up. You'll see it. This is a 3-week project. It's going to be within 2 or 3 weeks. It's finished. It's done. The gate's going to be in, and meanwhile, we closed off the rest of the school because we didn't want access from outside in, so that the rest of the school is closed off, and the protection to the kids are here. During this period of time, of course, we all know what's happened overseas in France and all the concern there. We are in a heightened level in the sense of the entrance to the school is a double door. All our doors are double, so you can only get through you can get through the front door if they buzz you in, but you can't get into the second door. I don't know if anyone here has experienced that, but that's by design. And the security people that we have here, they're our own people, but that's better to have your own people because they know everybody. Someone from the outside, we've gone that route. They don't know anybody. They're just walking around like, if you don't know anybody, then everybody is the same. Our people know. You see Jose out there with the security, and they're licensed. We put them through licensing, and they're licensed out here. They're not licensed to carry a firearm, but they're licensed to the security of the school. Okay, so re-enrollment is happening before your next PA meeting. You're going to get a letter. We plan on February, right at the beginning of February, to get a re-enrollment packets, and we hope you do it early. And we hope you encourage other people to come to the school as well. As many people as you have in the school, that's the type of education that we can provide. One of our principles is to provide it at a relatively reasonable rate. We can't, because we're significantly less than other private schools, and we depend upon lots of supporters in order to make that happen. And we want to bring in as many kids to the school. We're a family. So therefore, anyone that comes in and says that, and it's part of our mission, comes in and says, I'd like to have my child to have this type of an education, we try and work very hard in order for that to happen. And we have to be creative. We have to know that the people are paying their fair share. People do. All of you have a financial aid pack that you pay out, and we have a board. We have a board, and we have a finance committee, and they watch over our budget. So we feel that we are responsible about it. At the same time, we realize that it takes a community, and the community is a diverse community. I don't even mean from a religious sense. I mean from a financial sense. Many people just they're doing it, and they are willing to give and remarkably more than they can even afford. They give up they give up amenities that other people have in order to bring their kids into the school. Of course, we say to them, it's a lifelong. It's for their life. The kids remember this for the rest of their life. I mean, I've gone through several lifetimes of generations, I should say, of kids. I mean, this year we have a visionary dinner in March. We're honoring the class of 1982. They are 50 years old now. And the person who's coordinating is a fellow that went through our school, and he lives in Maryland, and he lectures across the United States in tax law, international tax law. He works for the big firm Deloitte & Touche, and he actually worked for the IRS, and he developed a lot of their international tax laws. And now he works for an accounting firm. But he is part of our that class. We have doctors part of that class. We have a lawyer part of that class that's big in the entertainment industry and in Hollywood, and a lot of big films. Been a lawyer for a lot of the big films. So we're showcasing that, and we're saying that it's a generation. We then track their kids. Their kids have gone to most of their kids have gone to Jewish day schools. So we know that we're keeping it within the community. What the rabbi has said yesterday is that the number of Jews that there are around the world, there is 6 million in the United States, 6 million in Israel. It's about even. The only difference is the amount of Jews of Israel is increasing. The amount of the Jewish population in the United States is decreasing. And with it, that's happening in the larger population. However, within our own families, we want to make sure that it's only going to be increasing. You know, as people say, we want to make sure we have Jewish grandchildren. So that's a re-enrollment. So as much as you can do to help to encourage other people, you're doing them the biggest favor that they might not realize what you're doing for them. You're making sure that their children are going to remain within the Jewish community. The Purim project, I'm moving all the way to Purim. I'm going to move to Purim. It's March 5th. We have what's called in Purim Shalach Manot, and the custom on Purim is to send gifts of food to each other. That's one of the mitzvahs of Purim. So what we do in the school is we give the parents an opportunity off a big list of names to check off who they like the name on. Everybody will get a gift of food, and they get an opportunity. Parents get an opportunity to have their name on the food item of someone else. It's easier than preparing all that yourself, and the cost, I think in the past has been like $3 a name, and it's a fundraiser for the school as well. It's one of the Purim projects, it's one of the unit projects, and helps everybody, and makes a very nice setting for all of the families, and feeling that they care about each other. It's just a matter of mentioning the name. I do want to say that we have a new guest password for the school. Those that, being a telephone, your laptop, you want to be on our Wi-Fi. Has that been publicized? Okay. I have it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's HAHB 2015, except the A is not an A, it's the @ sign. So it
Can you
says
repeat that again?
HAHB, Hebrew Academy, Huntington Beach. So let me start saying H @ sign, the circle around it, HB 2015, 2015. Exclamation point. Thank you. All uppercase.
All upper.
Okay. It's limited. Because our internet is heavily filtered. One of the things we're doing next year is, because of our programs, especially the middle school program, the projects, the videos, we need a much higher speed internet. So we're going to have 200, and if someone knows in it, 200 going in and 200 go out, which is very high and should cover our needs. In the next few weeks, we're also having a whole group of new computers coming into the school. We have 25 coming in next week and 25 at the beginning of next year. So we've invested in new computers also. Our computers are, as the programs get more complicated, the amount of space, the amount of RAM, the amount of space in your computer goes up. So we have to change our computers. If anyone has a good source for computers,
Are they PC or Apple?
they're all PC. Our network is a PC network, and in fact, we probably are going next year to the cloud instead of having our own server. So that's something that we're gonna take care of. Any questions? Thank you. Yeah.
I'll get you a quote. If you have a list of what you need, I can get you a quote.
Oh, okay, good. No, we have a direct line into Dell. We have someone who's a big, the order is big. We just got 4 or 5 projectors for our smart boards.
Yes.
What?
About it.
Yeah, last 2 weeks ago, was it like that? Yeah. Technology is expensive, and you have to keep up with technology. Thank you so much for coming, and you should know, anytime you have any questions, I'm available, and you can just ask them.
Thank you, Rabbi Newman. It's such a treat to have you. Thank you so much. Okay, Nahama.
Hello, everybody. Okay. First thing is, it was something made me think of it. When you post a picture on your Facebook, if you have Facebook, and if you don't do it. When you post a picture, can you hashtag HAHB? That way, pictures from the school that people share will all come up together in a feed, and we can share the link. So when you post a picture on your on-school grounds, tag it, hashtag HAHB. Okay, alumni things. There are 2 alumni things coming up.
there is our second annual alumni family event on February 8th. Last year we had 100 adults and 50 children. This year we're hoping to have a larger turnout. We're doing barbecue again this year because we have a suggested donation. Last year it was free. And I've had alumni ask me, well, can't we have better food? Like, yeah, when we have a bigger budget, then we can have better food. But right now it's still a suggested donation. Very excited about it. We're inviting the teachers from the past, teachers from the present. We're inviting Rosa and Rosie. If anybody came here to school, they know what I'm talking about. And we are hoping for a nice turnout. We're hoping to have giveaways for alumni. We have 2 underwriters so far we have the balloon arch underwritten and the photographer underwritten. There are other underwriting opportunities on the alumni page on our website. So if anybody wants to take a look at that and help us out, we're happy for the help. Also at the Visionary Dinner, they are featuring the first class of the Hebrew Academy. That's not the first people who graduated. It's the first class who started in preschool, in nursery, and went all the way through high school. So those are the classes of 80, 81, and 82, actually. Because of the way it worked, a lot of them were classmates together at one time or another. So it's very exciting that we're able to contact them through the Alumni Association. We have many of their email addresses where we have them interacting with us, messaging us, oh, you didn't contact so-and-so, let me get you their information. And people are very excited to be part of the Visionary Dinner. And if I may mention, we're hoping that this class will start an alumni scholarship fund for the school. So this is another exciting step for the school as an endowment for the future. And that's all the alumni stuff.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, and we have Dr. Thompson next.
Sorry, I'm crashing the agenda. Just real quick, I first of all, again, I know I say this all the time and it sounds like a broken record, but it's not. Your attendance here and your participation in the Parent Association, it makes our school. It makes your children proud. It makes our school what it is. And the ethos of our school since you have been involved has truly grown and changed. And it's a buzz in the communities. People are calling me and asking, is it really true you don't do this or you do that? Please encourage people to come and see. Any day, they can call Alex and she will set up a visit. They don't have to have kids. They just need to be curious and they're more than welcome to come. You also, if you just have a little extra time and you want to go to your child's classroom, call me and we'll set it up. I have you work in the classroom so that it's just part of business, but it's really cool. The best part of my job, truly the best part, is that I get to be a fly on the wall in every single classroom every single day. And if I could have the time to call you and tell you, I see all these really cute things happening with all your kids, and I wish I had time to share them because they're amazing. They're little entrepreneurs. They're little philanthropists. I have one little group of students who they're planning a circus. And it's not about the circus, believe me. It's about the whole planning process. And they're working with Dr. Hillary, so they're learning how to start a club, organize things, and bring it to completion, which is a huge learning opportunity. At town hall meeting last Wednesday, I told the kids if they were interested in starting some sort of club that was going to support learning here at school, that there's a process for doing that. They apply, they find a teacher who will sponsor them. They need to get the word out and get at least 5 people interested. They may never tell somebody no to join their club, and they have to meet during free time. So they can't be asking teachers, you know, can we do our club time at this time? So I left it open, and now I get to see who really takes advantage of that opportunity. And I do that at every town hall. We do that because we want to continue to encourage a seize the moment. I wonder about, and I want to make a difference. That's what we're all about, and that's the value added that each and every one of your children get. They are not and will not be learning robots. That is not what we want here. We want people with life who become adults who truly make a difference in this world. Positive difference. So that's very subtle in a lot of ways, but it is the value you get for your kids. And the alumni are going to show you what it is. I mean, we have so many alumni here, and look how amazing they are. Okay, so that's one thing. Kindergarten preview is coming up.
February 11th.
February 11th. Another great opportunity. You don't have to have a kindergartner to sign up and see. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to see not only the teachers who are amazing, but also the program. It's run so that you get to see 3 centers. You'll see the music program, you'll see the PE program, and you'll see the Judaic and General Studies program. So it's a great opportunity. If you haven't had kindergartners in kindergarten for a while, you might want to see if you have some coming up. The preschoolers actually get to participate. If you have friends that are even considering, if they have a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, encourage them to come. You get to hear from Colleen and Devorah and Miriam, the most amazing kindergarten teachers ever, and it's just a great opportunity. Okay. Also, we have our middle school showcase, and that is
January 29th.
January 29th. I know Rachel spoke about it already, but I want you to get the opportunity yourselves to fall in love all over again with your children, with the program they're in, and realize the value that you're getting from your hard-earned dollars. We know that every single one of you sacrifices something, whether it's time to get your kids here, whether it's the extra time home working on homework, whether it's the money. We understand very clearly that you made a conscious choice to be here, and it's important that we show you what you're getting for those sacrifices you're making. So I think that was it. Oh, this plaza here is a learning area. So students will be coming here, creating projects, particularly our middle school houses are going to be working on some projects here. They're doing some, right now they're doing some scale drawings. So they're going to be figuring out how big this is and showing it in a scale drawing manually. And then after they do all that work, I'll show them how easy it is on the CAD. So we really, we're going to be using this a lot, and ultimately we'd love to encourage community members to come. We have the most amazing Judaic set of books and literature. We have a great, thanks to Val, our general studies library is really growing and becoming wonderful. Thanks to Alan and Sarah, our book fair was a huge success. Maureen did a lot on that too. You guys, it happens because of you. So please, if you ever have an idea or a suggestion, we can't take them all, but if you're willing to put in the time, we need your help. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, Alex, you have general announcements? And for Reverend Newman, you have something else?
I always have something, but not. I'll leave it. Take up too much.
Okay, how about, well, Alex doing some general announcements. I'd like anybody who didn't get a raffle ticket, I'd like you to
to take one.
I wanted to thank everyone, first of all, whoever has referred a friend to our school, and there's many of you in here that have encouraged people and mentioned it and invited them for Shabbat and talked about the school and brought families to our school. Your word of mouth advertising is the best endorsement of our school, more than any ad we can run in a newspaper or anything we could put in any Orange County Jewish Life or Kosher OC. But I just want to thank you, because your endorsement and referral is the best referral that we could ever ask for. I wanted to do a brief recap. I wanted to thank everyone that helped with Book Fair. It was a huge success. We did just shy of $3,000, which was our goal for Scholastic. And we did over 1,000 in Judaic with combined, we added Golden Dreidel this year as a vendor, along with Mid-City Books or Atara's Gifts in LA. We had 2 different vendors with different things this year. We definitely had key players that were hardcore volunteers, Valerie, Sarah, Ellen, Doreen, Elitza Leventhal, Brian, Borokoff. I mean, they worked tirelessly, endless hours. We had just a really strong core base team of volunteers. But thank you to all the parents who came in and supported the book fair and purchased for Hanukkah. All of that goes back into books for our classrooms for the teachers' wish list and the kids' wish list. The kids actually went through the library, picked out books that they wanted in the classroom. The teachers approved it and said yay or nay and filled boxes of books, and all those books got delivered to the kids' classrooms, as well as several boxes of books for the library. So all of your purchases actually go right back into the school and to the kids. So I just wanted to thank you for that. We have Be the Best You Can Be starting in March. Is anyone here not familiar with Be the Best You Can Be? Maybe just Deborah?
You know what, I can bring my laptop next time. Maybe in
Okay.
February, we can show a video of like a highlight of what we've done.
So cute, the kids are asking.
It's an incentive program for the kids to really reach for the stars and to really grassroots from in their hearts and in their mind being the best they can be, and actually acknowledging themselves and rewarding themselves, as well as the teachers and the other kids in the class rewarding them. And so Carrie came up with this imaginative program. It has stickers and charts and ways for them to track their accomplishments. But it really is truly amazing. It's kind of Forum-esque. If anyone's done Landmark Education or the Forum, it's kind of like that for the kids on a nice level that they can relate to. So I'm excited about that. That'll be starting in March.
We have to secure the date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we do need volunteers for that. There's some groundwork that takes place in kicking that program off to making sure that there's materials in all the classrooms. People who love the program generally jump right in, but if you haven't worked on it before, you want to help be a part of it. It's a grassroots program. We make charts and stickers and boxes and notes for them to put in the boxes that they write to themselves, and then those kids get those notes back in a ringlet so that they have a keepsake of the program.
Also, the older kids get to be entrepreneurs and develop businesses. So that's a really cool piece of it too.
Right. Are we doing a reward store this year? So there's a reward store, and they get tickets and rewards as acknowledgments from teachers, students, and themselves, and they get to use those tickets in the reward store and buy tchotchkes. And they love it. It's fun. They get all kinds of prizes and gifts and cupcakes and some fun treats. And it's just like a big, I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, it's like a big carnival.
Can I just mention something?
Yes.
I'm so sorry to butt in, but have any of you heard from your kids about Special and Wonderful Awards? No?
I've seen it in the town hall.
In the town hall, yeah.
So one of our goals is to move from extrinsic to intrinsic rewards. Okay? So although we have like these things that they're earning gifts and prizes and all that, that's just one piece. The bigger piece in my mind is things like Special and Wonderful Awards. There is no award other than they're recognized by the whole school in front of everybody else. So what happens is the kids can call on somebody, like I might ask Alex to stand, and she stands, and I say, yesterday when I tripped and fell, Alex helped me get to the office so I could get some ice, And that really showed kindness. Thank you, Alex, and everyone gives her a special wonder. So it's doing a few things. It's labeling the behavior with one of our core values, and it's building intrinsic rewards. Not everything has to have a sticker or a gift. A lot of it, what we want to build is that sense of desire to do good because it's doing good.
Okay, great. We are still continuing to do box tops, so please continue to purchase those items that have box tops or double box tops on them. You can turn them into your kids' classrooms, or you can turn them into the front office. I'm sure we'll have a new worksheet coming up for the kids.
Yes, in February, we're gonna have a big one because there's a deadline in March.
Okay, great. So when we turn in all of our box tops and then they all get counted or
Yes.
whatever. I also wanted to encourage parents who haven't had a chance to fulfill their 12 hours. We do have several opportunities coming up for you to volunteer. Obviously, Grandparents' Day. We have the Jogathon coming up in April. We have Be the Best You Can Be. We have the Purim Festival, yeah.
Are any of these volunteer opportunities things that people can do off-site?
Absolutely, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
somebody who wants to-
I have one lady up in Lake Forest who designs flyers for me. We have people that have done Excel spreadsheets, like Valerie did the Excel spreadsheet on her computer of all the volunteer sheets that we collected over the summer. We need shopping, hospitality. Daphne and Doreen have done all the hospitality so far this year. So if you want to do hospitality and you have time to go to the market on a Monday and drop it off in my office, and we have it for the next PA meeting, which is February 10th. We always need hospitality. Today, Rabbi Lau is here, you know, so we always need a hospitality group if people are willing to do a little shopping. Some of the Rebbitsons do baking for us, but I need someone to contact them to remind them, and then they bring in a sheet of muffins or cookies or biscotti or mundel bread or whatever.
Some parents are helping at enrichment for their hours, and that's a huge help, even if you're just extra hands.
Right. And we'll give you an hour for volunteering for baking or shopping or whatever, because all of that helps. And, you know, we all can't do a lot, but we can all do a little. And not everybody in here is volunteered, I don't need to tell you. And then I just wanted to mention the Jogathon's coming up in April. So those are just the volunteer opportunities that we have coming up. So if you have time and you need to volunteer, you can contact me.
Is the, do you want to mention anything with the jump rope thing?
Oh, they're having, Coach Stacy is organizing with the Heart Association one of those Jump for Hearts opportunities, and it's kind of like a
Yeah.
Coach Stacy is working with the Heart Association to do a Jump for Heart, which is very similar to a jogathon.
The difference though is I think it raises money for the Heart Association,
Exactly.
whereas the Jogathon raises money for the school.
Exactly. It's for the Heart Association. It's in tandem with a whole unit on healthy heart. So it's really, really
When is that?
important, and unfortunately, that's not my role, so,
When's the Jogathon?
the jogathon
April
is.
23rd, it's in the student shop.
No, Israel Day. Or Israel Day?
So,
Oh, yeah.
and, just a reminder, anytime you're on campus, we consider that volunteering. I mean, not if you come and pick up and leave, but if you're on campus and you have, you know, extra time and you stop by and you see if somebody needs help or whatever, that is volunteering. Write down your hours. Again, we're being visited this year by the WASC Association, and I have to show them the parent hours. So please let it be real numbers. You know, I can tell them all I want that you guys are always here and always involved and all that, but they're going to want to see the data.
Thank you so much. Okay, I think, is there anybody who has anything that they would like to share? Anything that we should all know? Anybody have anything? Okay, then we're complete for our January meeting. We so appreciate you coming, and we're ready for our raffle. Pardon me?
Carrie, I have something.
Okay, great.
I have one something, sorry, you don't have to be on camera. My daughter, who graduated from the school 2 years ago,